What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Ice Antonio back in another video, and let me say, first of all, happy New Year's to everybody, man. It's 2020 and the grind don't stop, bro. We gonna keep on continue the grind, and videos will be dropped more sooner than later. I'm just letting you know now. But I hope everybody, was safe. You guys drunk a lot, pop fireworks on New Year's. I'm still drinking. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just a little bit buzzed, but but bear with me, all right? Bear with me. So yesterday, I had saw this picture on Facebook, and as you see, it says the NBA2K of the decade is now all these games. But I was like, you know what? I gotta do a video on this. So today, that's what I'm gonna do. All right, let's look back at all the 2Ks that came out in this decade. These are some of the greatest 2Ks of this generation. You got 13, then you got 14, then you got 15, then you got 16, then you got 17, then you got 8. What? Oh, hell no. Oh no. Like I said, some of the greatest 2Ks. So you all know where I'm going with this. Alright, so which one is the 2K of its generation? Well, quite frankly, it only narrows down to two 2Ks. That's NBA 2K11 and NBA 2K16. But which one is the greatest one? Well, let's take a look back at NBA 2K11. Alright, so NBA 2K11. We all remember this game, right? Put it in the PS3 and you went to work. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I did not play this game as much as everyone else because I was still playing NBA 2K10, which in my opinion was kind of better, only because Kobe Bryant was on the cover. And as a diehard Laker fan, diehard Kobe Bryant fan, I put it above 2K11. But we all know 2K11 was the better game. Like, this game allowed you to play with the Jordan challenges, and the Jordan challenges were you reliving his greatest moments of his career. You got the flu game, the 69-point game versus Cavs, the 63-point game versus the Celtics, and so on. Like, I did play this mode, and this was like probably the funnest I've had of the game. But it was also the year the crew got into the game, and I did not really play it like that, but I played it a little bit. But overall, the gameplay of this game was smooth. There, like, when people talk about NBA 2K11, there are hardly any negatives at all. I don't think there's actually any. Like, this game was the most complete game of its generation. Like, looking back at it, the graphics weren't that great, but it was great for its time. Like, 2K11 had introduced Jordan shoes. Like, Jordan shoes were in the game, but more shoes that he actually wore were actually in the game. I do remember coming home, playing my player, or my career as they called it, and just going off playing a game. I didn't kind of like how most games for PS3 was just a copy and paste of the previous game, but that's how all 2Ks is now. So my player will always look the same, generic face, freaking dreads with a with like a band in the back of his head. That was some fun times on 2K11, man. But I wish I can give you like a better opinion of the game, but I do know this was the most complete game of its time. Now let's talk about the game that I still remember. I remember playing. It was just all around the best to me, and that's NBA 2K16. 2K16 or 2016, which is a great year for me, But NBA 2K16, it has a lot of memories. I really hate that this game servers are down and that you cannot play it ever again. But this game, I want to say, was the second coming of 2K. Like, 2K11, everybody had fun. Then every game after that, it was just downhill. 2K14 had a spark. That's when the park got introduced. Then 2K15 had all the demigods, and then 2K16 was just the game that everyone played, bro. Like, I remember coming home from school every day, putting this game in the PS4 and playing it non-stop. 2K16's where Pretty Fredo, his career got enhanced by this game. Everybody out there was part of Savage Squad Hoopers, bro. SSH, I wasn't part of it though. I was part of like FGE, you know what I'm saying? Fly Guy Entertainment. But this game right here, let's see, introduced no demigods. And then it had archetypes, but it just had the names. Like, you were not forced to be only a one-track pony, man. You could do everything. That player I created was a demigod, but he wasn't a demigod. But he was a demigod. It was just so fun, bro. Like, I was a shooter, I was a slasher, I was a shot creator. If I remember correctly, also, I know you can do this. Like, you could travel to your friend's park and play them against affiliations. And I think that was the first time it was introduced. Like, I can't vividly remember, but I think it was introduced in this game. Like, being able to travel to park to park and just take over the rivalry. That's what's called a rivalry. Like, that was first introduced in this game. I know the affiliations wasn't, but the rivalry was, and they did an excellent job with this game. That's enough of me babbling. Alright, so let's see. Which 2K is the 2K of the decade? All 10 years. Can I get a drum roll, please? The only reason why this game gets the title of 2K of the decade is because it has Park and My Team. And we both know NBA 2K11 did not have neither of those parts. If it had both parts, then NBA 2K11 hands down. But I feel as if NBA 2K11 was the 2K of its decade if you want to go 10 years before NBA 2K11. Even though I don't think it counts like that, but still, it would still count. God, I don't know, bear with me. But NBA 2K16 was just overall just better. They both had good gameplay. They both had a great fan base. It's just this one had Park and My Team, and we both know that Park and My Team is the best investors of 2K's company. Like, that's what brings the money in both those game modes. Even though that NBA 2K11 had the challenges and the situation mode and the crew mode, it just couldn't compare to how strong the Park was on this game. Like, the love for Park on this game is just unmatched. And that's it. NBA 2K16 is the winner. I'm sorry guys, this is my opinion, but make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, and if you have any opinions about the matter, then tell me.